Welcome to Daytona Beach. It's the world's most famous beach. One reason it's famous is because of NASCAR, the Daytona International Speedway. This video is really not about NASCAR, though. However, NASCAR was invented right here at the Streamline Hotel on the beach in 1948. Let's go up on the roof of the Streamline Hotel and take a look around. Up here, you can get a really good view of the Daytona area. The hotel is really close to the pier, so this is really where everything happens in Daytona. It's where all the crowd is. And do a lot of people come to the beach at Daytona on a holiday weekend? We actually did this video on Memorial Weekend 2023, so let's go take a look and see how many people actually go to the beach at Daytona on Memorial Weekend. We went to the pier and the boardwalk where most of the people are going to be, so let's take a look around and see how many people are actually here. Do you think it's going to be crowded? I do. Yeah, it's crowded, all right. A lot of people come on a holiday weekend. Now, it's not always as crowded. If you come on, say, a Wednesday or something, it's not as bad. And in the heart of the summer season, June, July, August, it's going to be pretty busy. September, it really starts to slow down here. But there are a lot of people out here today, and they're enjoying the ocean. You know, hurricanes have not been kind to Daytona. You can see that a lot of the people are pushed pretty much back against the seawall. There's not as much beach area as there used to be. Looks like this guy's looking for a handout. Maybe somebody will throw him a cracker or a piece of bread or something. Daytona is called the world's most famous beach, and it's famous really for a lot of reasons. It's famous for NASCAR. It's famous for Bike Week. It's famous for Spring Break. It's famous for Jeep Week. A lot of people come here for a lot of different events, special kinds of events throughout the year. But really, we're just looking at it on a regular day when there's not really any special event going on other than it being a holiday weekend. But man, look at that. It's Umbrella City out there. And it's really not my kind of crowd. I really don't like being in those kinds of crowds. That, out there on the pier, is Joe's Crab Shack, where you can go eat some crab legs. And out at Joe's Crab Shack, but those crab legs that you're eating out there, they're not Florida crabs. We don't have crabs like that in Florida. Those are Alaskan king crab legs that you're eating when you go out there at Joe's Crab Shack. And you can get those just about anywhere in the country. Stay attuned to this channel. Make sure you follow this channel because on a future video, I am going to show you where you can get local seafood in Florida. If you're staying right down here in the heart of the pier, you can take the kids to the water park, which is really just across the street. And it looks like a pretty good one, although I've never actually been to it. I took this picture on top of the parking building next to the water park. But it looks pretty good. They got a wave pool, and it actually is not as crowded as I thought it would be. It's really less crowded than the beach. You know, watch this guy. Let's see what's going to happen here. This guy, I think, is going to go down. Yep, there he goes. Yeah, well, anyway, I like to get out and drive around and look around the area when I go somewhere. And this is A1A, which goes up and down the highway, up and down the beach side. On the beach, the island or the peninsula that's near the beach, they call that beach side here in Daytona. And on the other side of the intercoastal, they call that the mainland. But here on the beach side, A1A runs all the way up and down the coast of Florida. As a matter of fact, I think it wraps around and goes all the way up and down the Gulf Coast also. But I've only been down as far as Fort Lauderdale, so I'm not really sure how far it goes. Those are condos that you're looking at there. We're passing by some condos. Those are privately owned residences. A lot of those are going to be for rent, and you would be able to rent those if you wanted to come here on vacation. You might find them on Airbnb. Some of them might be privately listed. But, you know, there's a lot of stuff here in Daytona that you can do, and we're going to get to that, especially if you're looking to get away from the crowd. And that's me. When I go somewhere, I really don't want to be with the crowd. I don't like to follow the crowd and go where all the tourists go. I like to go places. I like to find places where the locals go and find unusual, off-the-beaten-path places to go. And this is one of those places. This is the Loop. The Loop is a 37-mile loop. It's just north of Daytona, and it goes north through the swampy forest. And when you're back here, you forget that you're really just a few miles away from civilization. It looks like you're back in undeveloped Florida, in the middle of nowhere. It's very swampy when you're driving through here. There are not many places to pull off, but there are a few sights to see when you come here. While you're on the Loop, make sure you stop at Tomoka State Park. Take in the views of the Intercoastal Waterway and the Tomoka River, learn about the Native Americans that were in this area before the Europeans came. If you like to fish, bring some fishing gear. You can enjoy some fishing here. There's not always a lot of easy places to pull off and park, but there are a few places. So just be careful when you're doing that. You can also go up to Bulow Creek State Park and see the ruins of a sugar mill plantation from the 1800s back there. And it's really just beautiful. I don't have any video of it on this video, but in the future I will do a video on the Bulow Sugar Plantation ruins. So make sure you subscribe to this channel. I'll tell you what, I'm going to be quiet and let's just enjoy this scenic drive for a little while. When you come out of the forest and you crouch back over to beachside, you're going to see an unspoiled beach at North Peninsula State Park. Turtle nesting season is here, so there will be turtle nests, so don't walk on the turtle nests, but it is absolutely beautiful. But my favorite part of the beach and my favorite time of the beach is early in the morning. Get up early in the morning, nobody's around, watch the sun come up and listen to the waves. It's absolutely beautiful. It's the best time to be on the beach, whether you're in crowded Daytona Beach or up at North Peninsula State Park. It really is just awesome to be on the beach as the sun's coming up. Hey, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm taking you to some of the best places you never heard of.